it sure looks like Dustin Johnson's having a day at the beach. He just rolled in while we were conversing a 45-foot, 5-inch putt for birdie, and he's 4 under right now.
Rich, this is almost unfair at this point. I mean, you go back to Kapalua, January, first tournament of the new year. He hit one of the greatest drives in the history of golf. 440-yard par 4, a little bit downhill, and he almost made an ace. We know that this guy can pound it forever. But now he's added touch to his game. So this would be the equivalent of your Blake Griffin, you 360 windmill dunks, spectacular freak athlete, and now you add Steph Curry's touch. So he's sort of Kevin Durant-ish. He's kind of unstoppable. Hits it, beautifully tee to green, but he's scrambling so well. And that's bad news for the rest of the field because this guy, I think he's interesting. If you think back to his major championship sort of history, he had Bunkergate in Wisconsin in 2010. I think you remember that.
Yep.
And then he shot an 82 at Pebble Beach in the final round. And then he had, a 2-iron out of bounds at the British Open in a few years after that. And he looked to be, if you remember the movie Bull Durham, he looked like Nuke LaLoosh, $1 million arm with a 5-cent head. That was kind of the book on Dustin, which was sort of unfair. Turns out he actually has a really good sort of brain for the game in that he lets mistakes roll off his back and he moves on. And now he's added this sort of short game prowess, which he hadn't had to go with his ridiculous length. And he competes. He's 33 years old. He'll be 34 in a week and a half, I think. And he's on the verge of 2 majors and 19 career wins. That's that's Ernie Els territory. This is a guy who's probably going to end up, when all is said and done, with, maybe 30 wins and 4 or 5 majors. He'll be one of the 20 best players of all time if he doesn't get hurt and if he stays focused.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.